Be happy. This inspiring story will change your life forever. Join us in a heartwarming story about finding balance and happiness. Meet Lorena, a kind and hardworking woman who spends her days caring for her family but forgets to care for herself.
You deserve to be happy. Lorena was a kind woman. She was in her late 40s, and she loved her family very much. She had a husband, 2 kids, and an elderly mother who lived with her. Every day, Lorena woke up early. She cooked breakfast, cleaned the house, and made sure everyone had what they needed. But Lorena was tired. She felt like there was never enough time for her. Her husband was kind but always busy with work. Her kids loved her but were used to her doing everything for them. And her mother needed care because she was old and not very strong. Lorena didn't complain. She thought it was her job to take care of everyone. She thought that if she stopped, her family would not be okay. One day, Lorena met a young woman named Melanie at the grocery store. Melanie was about 25 years old and full of energy. She smiled a lot and talked to Lorena while they waited in line. "You look busy," Melanie said. Lorena laughed. "I am always busy. My family needs me all the time." Melanie tilted her head. "Do you ever take time for yourself?" Lorena shook her head. "No, I don't have time for that." Melanie frowned. "That's not fair. You deserve to be happy too." Lorena smiled politely but didn't say anything. She didn't believe Melanie. How could she take time for herself when her family needed her? The surprise visit. A few days later, Melanie showed up at Lorena's house. It was a surprise. She brought flowers and some cookies. "Hi, Lorena. I was in the neighborhood and thought I'd stop by," Melanie said cheerfully. Lorena was surprised but welcomed her in. The house was messy, and Lorena felt embarrassed. "Sorry about the mess," she said. Melanie waved her hand. "Don't worry about it. I didn't come to judge. I came to help." Lorena blinked. "Help with what?" "With you," Melanie said. She sat Lorena down and gave her a cookie. "Tell me, when was the last time you did something just for fun?" Lorena thought about it. She couldn't remember. "Maybe years ago," she said quietly. Melanie nodded. "That's what I thought. You take care of everyone else, but who takes care of you?" Learning to let go. Melanie stayed for a while. She listened to Lorena talk about her family, her stress, and how she felt tired all the time. Then Melanie said, "You need to let other people help you. You can't do everything by yourself." Lorena shook her head. "But they need me." Melanie smiled. "Yes, they need you. But they can also help you. Your kids can clean their rooms. Your husband can cook dinner sometimes. And your mom? Maybe she can help fold laundry or keep you company while you work." Lorena wasn't sure. What if they don't want to help? "Then you teach them," Melanie said firmly. "You are not a superhero. You're a person. And people need rest, fun, and happiness. Trying something new." The next day, Lorena tried Melanie's advice. At breakfast, she asked her kids to clear the table. At first, they complained, but Lorena stayed calm. "If we all help, the house will be clean faster, and I'll have more energy to spend time with you," she explained. The kids agreed and they started helping. Then Lorena talked to her husband. She told him she needed some time to relax. He was surprised but agreed to cook dinner twice a week. Finally, Lorena asked her mom to help fold towels while they watched TV together. Her mom smiled and said, "Of course, dear. I can do that." The change. After a few weeks, Lorena started to feel better. She had more time to relax, read books, and even take short walks outside. Her family adjusted to the new changes. They weren't perfect, but they were trying. One day, Melanie visited again. Lorena greeted her with a big smile. "You were right," Lorena said. "I feel so much better now. I even started painting again." Melanie clapped her hands. "That's amazing. See, You deserve to be happy, just like everyone else. Lorena nodded. For the first time in a long time, she felt like she could breathe. She realized something important. Taking care of herself wasn't selfish. It was necessary. The lesson. Lorena learned to balance her life. She still loved her family, but she also loved herself. She started doing things that made her happy, like painting, gardening, and spending time with friends. Her family learned too. They realized that Lorena wasn't just a mom or a wife. She was a person who needed care and love. And Melanie? She became a close friend and a reminder that everyone deserves happiness. Remember this. If you ever feel like Lorena, remember this. You deserve to be happy. You can take care of others, but don't forget to take care of yourself too.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more uplifting stories to improve your English.